Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. This is this morning's update of what happened yesterday. A little bit behind the clock right now. But most importantly, there was a book written a long time ago called The Art of War by Sun Tzu. And if you were to read that book, it's a small book, I advise everybody to read it, you'll understand the game of basically military operations, the art of war. It is not slash and burn. But what is happening right now, you need to watch, and this is the update that you probably might not see. Maybe some of the other stations on the main networks are showing snippets of it, but listen closely. We can get out of this, or we can go to a full war where everything is destroyed and the economy is tanked. So listen to this.
Trump, God, his ignorance is just shocking. Today he was talking about the casualties suffered in Vietnam. He talked about 200,000 dead. And it's like there were 58,000, a little over 58,000 dead. And the number now is, they keep adding a few names every year. It may be close to 59,000. But again,
So what is he justifying? Well, there's 200,000 dead in Vietnam, meaning, yeah, we lost 200,000 soldiers. According to his brain, it was 58,000. That's way too many. Is he justifying it because he knows this thing's going to break into a full-fledged war, and we have all our military over there, and, that's just the cost of war? Remember, Trump is trapped, but he can get out of it. But will he?
Does for him to not even have a clue of how many?
I assume many of these soldiers and forces asking themselves, what are we doing here? What is the main objective? To be here, to fight. For what? What is the objective? Who knows?
Yeah, well, that's where you sing Country Joe and the Fish. Well, it's 1, 2, 3. What are we fighting for? Don't ask me, I don't give a damn. Next stop is Vietnam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
folks, that's my
Or Edwin
era.
Starr's Wall. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
So what's interesting is we learn from our past. Larry is talking about the past, folks, and we just keep repeating his mistakes. We don't need to. Let's keep going.
Believe let's not go that way. But Larry, what is so important right now is the attack on Kuwait, which is getting too devastating for Kuwait. And if, let's assume, they try to do something on the ground against Kuwait, what are the capabilities of Kuwait of defending itself on the ground?
Zero, or close to zero. They would be in very desperate strait. It looks like the ruling family in Kuwait is evacuating. There are videos showed up today showing, the cars associated with the royal family being loaded on aircraft. They're bugging out. King Abdullah of Jordan, he's hanging out in London. I bet all these cats. The head of Bahrain's ruling family. I bet you they're hiding out in Paris or London because, Iran really is blasting Kuwait. They're still going after the power plants. They're still going after the desalinization plants. So it's pretty brutal. They're not letting up. And, it is... it's going to be uninhabitable for U.S. forces at all, and they're picking apart any HIMARS system that's there, any Patriot system that's there. It's getting targeted and destroyed if they can. And I don't think you're going to find too many U.S. personnel being kept there in country.
There is still U.S. personnel though in those countries. Today we learned that. I don't know how many of them are still there because these HIMARS, these weapons are still there. They're using them.
Well, it's not clear if they're using them or if they got, contractors that are using them or local Kuwaitis that are using them.
So the point here, folks, is the art of war is simple in this term. You take the legs out, you cut their legs off so they can't support themselves. And that's exactly what Iran's doing. It doesn't want to kill a bunch of people, but it's saying to the world, Donald Trump and the West, its allies, want to go after Iran and don't want to stop. And Iran is saying, we don't want to attack you in your other locations, the U.S. and other European countries that are backing this, but we will decapitate you here. So maybe you will wake up and realize that if you try to go even further, Israel is the size of New Jersey. Think about that. The hypersonic missiles that they have, they can take Israel and completely decapitate it. The same way, not killing people, getting rid of their electricity and their ability to have water. And at that point, you just sit back and watch them scurry and run. This is the art of war. You don't use bombing tactics. You don't come in and just blow everything up and, oh, we're just going to blow you up. No. So Iran is playing the smart game. They learn from ancient times, the art of war, Sun Tzu. So anyways, this is the Conscious Hour, and we can get out of this, but Trump has to wake up and realize he sacrificed himself, and he's going to sacrifice literally tens of thousands of our soldiers. I understand they say there's maybe 50,000 going over there, whatever, but you imagine going against a military that's got 1 million men and women that are dedicated to their country? You want to see a bloodbath. And then take in the neighboring countries that now are supporting Iran? It's impossible for the gangster capitalists to accomplish their mission, which is to control Iran and all the resources and control the region. That old business model is dead on arrival, folks. It's the Conscious Hour. Please hit your like and share button and give your comments. What else do you want me to cover? What questions do you have? Hit the like, comment, and please share, and do one thing. Please donate to the 501c3, because the money that is used here is to do one thing: produce more information at a faster rate. Thanks for tuning in to the Conscious Hour. It's your Conscious Hour.